Hey everyone, my name's Rodney and I'm just big boned, and this is day 25 of my weight loss journey. And today I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I hope you like it and hope it's helpful, because it's definitely been helping me. And I'm going to sort of look at, I guess, a bit of the psychology around weight loss. And what I mean by that is, I guess, mental hacks to help you improve your weight loss journey, or whatever journey you happen to be on. I know a lot of you know already that I used to be a chef, but what you don't know is that I'm actually a qualified counsellor, and I've been counselling for over 10 years now. I've worked as a crisis telephone supporter. I've worked in mental health. I've worked in drug and alcohol. Currently working in disabilities, and emotions and what goes on in the brain is my strong suit. And so I've really been thinking all about my mental game in this weight loss journey. So I want to pass on some of what I've been thinking about, and some of the things that have been hitting me onto you guys, and hopefully it can help. And today I want to start off today's hack with the old quote that the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We've all heard it. We all attribute it to Einstein. It's actually, I don't believe it's his quote at all. That's irrelevant. And I've certainly heard that quote used in weight loss a number of times, often to say, if you're wanting to lose weight, you need to do something different than what you've been doing to put on the weight. So you need to start eating better. You need to start, exercising, because you need to do something different if you want a different result. And that certainly makes sense. But if we need to do something different to get different results, then obviously the flip side of that must also be true. If we're doing something that works, we're going to keep getting the same results. And this is where I think it can get a little bit skewed in weight loss, because as we know, we don't always get the same results on the scale, despite the fact we've been following the same plan. And I think this is what makes people a bit insane, or this is definitely what gets into their mind. This is what leads to demotivation and letting people give up. You've been eating well all week. You've been following a solid eating plan. You've been exercising. You're feeling really good. You did the same thing that you did last week, and you got some big results. You got a kilo and a half, 2 kilos off maybe, and you do the same thing again, and you don't get the same results. Maybe you got less, maybe you lost less than a kilo, maybe you've hit that plateau, and you're not losing weight. And this is where it becomes demotivating. You're expecting, I'm doing the same thing, why am I not getting the same result? And we go crazy, we go insane. But it happens because weight loss doesn't necessarily follow that line of thinking. There's so many other variables in weight loss, such as metabolism, and sort of holding on to water and water weight and all sorts of other stuff. So much is going on within this system that we don't understand. We don't necessarily need to think about it. We just need to know how to deal with it when it happens, so we don't get disheartened. And so a few things you can do to sort of help you to sort of keep in your mental game when this happens. First of all, you need to accept that it will happen. Plateaus will happen. I know it's going to happen in my weight loss journey, and I reckon it's probably going to happen soon. Sometimes, I'm going to be following my plan and I'm not going to get those results. and I need to accept that. I need to accept that 1 + 1 will not always equal 2. 1 + 1 will sometimes equal 2. It'll sometimes equal 7, and maybe it even equal -1. But eventually, it's all going to even out. All right. So just accept and know that it's going to happen, because if we're anticipating it will happen, when it happens, we're not going to be so disheartened. Another thing you can do, and this is what I hear people say all the time, is don't just focus on the scales. Use other ways of tracking your progress. Take measurements of your body. Use clothes to help you sort of gauge. Ask people, what do you think, especially if you haven't seen them for a long time. Do I look any different? Use photos as well. Take a before shot of yourself, and every month or so take an after shot and compare the two, see how they've changed. But use a number of different measures rather than just the scales. Scales can be good and helpful, but sometimes it's not, so don't just rely on them. The other thing to do when this happens is to not beat yourself up. Okay, it happens a lot. You don't get the results. Maybe it's because you haven't quite stuck to your plan the whole time. Let's just say that's happened, and of course you didn't get results or whatever, and so you beat yourself up. But what happens when we beat ourselves up? We feel bad, and then that takes away our motivation. All right, so if no one else is kicking your ass, why are you going to kick your ass? Okay, just go, all right, this is the results this week. What can I do next week to better that? And keep going. And ultimately, I think if you want to be successful in not just a weight loss journey, but any journey, is you've got to not give up when these setbacks happen. Find a way around it, keep going, because if you give up, well, then you're not going to get there. But if you don't give up, you will get there. I can't see when, I don't know how long it'll take, but you will get there, especially if you are constantly rethinking and retweaking the plan, and using these little things to help you on your way. All right, so this is probably stuff you've heard before. Sorry, probably stuff you've already heard, but I just wanted to sort of share it, mixed with my own experiences. What did you think? Did you find this useful? Would you like me to talk about more psychology hacks in the future? Leave your comments below. Tell me how you're feeling, and I can definitely do some more, because I've got more ideas in my head if you want to hear them. Tomorrow, I'm going to be back in the kitchen. I'm going to be cooking something yummy for dinner tonight. So I'll film it tonight and let you know tomorrow. Some more Big Bone Cooking School. Please support me on my journey. Hit like, leave your comments, but also subscribe and follow me, because I need all the help and support I can get. And the support I've been getting from you guys so far has been amazing, and I'm really loving it. So please keep it going. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. And just remember, I'm not fat, I'm just big bone.